Hey everyone, Gnarlash here. Welcome back to some more Sid Meier's Civilization 7. We are playing as Simon Bolivar and the Prussian Empire on Deity difficulty, and in our last episode we wrapped up the Exploration Age. So we had enough time to essentially wipe out the greater part of Ben Franklin's empire. He is left with Argus over here. This is the only settlement he has left, I believe. Yes, 1 out of 16, and that's it. We will probably not do anything with Ben Franklin for the rest of the game. He's kind of just there now. He's got negative income, which means he's not going to have a military at some stage too, once he runs out of money. So what I'm thinking is I think we could very easily go for military victory, and I think we should probably push for it because we just have so much. Why they put 2 empty commanders in the same city? Yeah, I wonder why they don't distribute commanders to like different settlements. And instead they just lump them into the closest settlement. I wonder why. In any case, I'm thinking maybe we try to befriend or do something with Catherine because she is the most friendly to us. We do lose that 1 combat strength because with Prussia, you actually gain 1 combat strength for every civ that you're unfriendly or worse with. So right now we have 6 combat strength. Yes, we have 6 combat strength from all of our neighbors. And I think our first target is going to be Tecumseh because he seems like the biggest threat in terms of any victory outside of military. Pachacuti could also be a threat. I'm not really worried about anybody else though. So we'll have to kind of just be aware of what they're doing and position our military accordingly. But let us dig into setting up our legacies and stuff like that. So if you find yourself enjoying this one, go ahead and hit that like button. Helps the channel out massively. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. And let's dive into this. Let's set up our legacies, our attributes, and all that stuff. And I'm kind of excited to play as Prussia. I've never played with them before. So we have a wild card, 1 science, 3 culture, 3 military, and 2 economic. So we got 10 production. Well, let's see. We can take an infantry unit and ranged unit in all of our distant land settlements, which that's just an insane amount of military because we already have so much. 10 production for settlements in distant lands, which we do have a decent amount of now. So that could be worth it. Of course, we have our attribute points in... Oh, so we get to choose if we want tithe or sacred herds. It doesn't tell us how much science we get though. Which is a little unfortunate. We could take deep roots, which is 2 culture per relic from the previous age, which is, I mean, this one tells us we get 76 culture. That's kind of a big deal, actually. We had a ton of relics. Interesting. We can get 2 science on sawmills and gristmills for economy. I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, though. So in terms of our military legacies, I'm not sure what we want to do here. The production seems good, but maybe the production is better. I mean, this is just a lot of military, and maybe that's okay. Maybe that's better. I think we will take this, especially because we're going to be targeting Tecumseh first. We could take Land of Opportunity as well and use our wild card point there. But let's... Oh, interesting that it doesn't let us take either of these now. I wasn't really impressed with this Sacred Herds. Unfortunately, we would have preferred the +4 science, but that was the one that got taken right out of the gate before we even got our religion established, so we did miss out on that one. I'm thinking we're going to go for deep roots here with our culture, and then we're going to go for a cultural attribute point. 2 gold per turn per unique resource we have, or 2 science on sawmills and gristmills. I think we might take this. I don't know how valuable this is going to be. It's kind of hard to tell. I think the science is just better, so we will take the science. Hospitals become plague hospitals. I don't think we really had that many hospitals, if any, so we'll take the science attribute point. And then we can take Jedet or Rome as our capital. We might just flip it back to Rome. We will take a look at that in a second. Let's figure out where we want to put our last couple points here. This could be good. 10 production for settlements in distant lands. Let's take a look at what attributes we have currently for military. So we've already got essentially all of the military that we would want. So we're going to throw the point that we have currently in military into here. And then expansionist, since we're here, we don't really even need the settlement limit at this stage. I think we're going to take the food Although 5% growth rate in cities would be really good too. 1 food in cities per town. I don't know which one is better. So intuitively you would think this is better because this is higher up in the tree, but that's not necessarily the case. So I think this will be better because this is saying 30 right now because we only have 1 city, which is our capital. But as we convert a few more towns into cities, this is going to go down to like 24 times 6, which is going to be, like over like 120 something food. Or what did I say? Like 25 times 6, 24 times 6. So 144 to 150 food per for this attribute point. So I'm not really sure. We're just gonna pick this one. This is repeatable. I didn't see that. Or maybe that wasn't there. That's interesting. Okay. On that note, we are going to go back into our legacies and definitely choose the production because expansionist could still be good, but I think the production in distant lands is just going to be better, especially if we're waging war against Tecumseh. Okay, and then we need to check. Do we want Jedet to be our new capital or Rome? Rome doesn't have... we can actually toggle this on here. So Rome doesn't have a ton of space to build in. I guess Jedet is also coastal. Rome does have a wonder. I mean, Preslav is actually the best spot for our capital, but I'm thinking we go for Jedet as our new capital, although Rome is much more secure. Not sure if it really matters. So I think we're going to make Rome the capital because Rome is more secure. They're both going to be cities anyway. So Rome becomes a city and is the capital. That looks good to me. Okay, so there is all of that. Let's turn off this lens here for city border. Okay, we have more attribute points to spend. So cultural, we're not going to be building any wonders. So 1 culture and settlements for each resource assigned to them. That's only going to go up. Great works on display. That's just the artifacts, I think. So let's go for this one. And then scientific, 20% gold and happiness toward maintaining buildings. 15% production towards buildings. This is actually really good. In case we can get another science attribute point, I do want this for our empire. We will be able to get science other ways, so I'm not too worried about this. 44 obviously seems like a lot, which probably is a lot, but we have other ways that we're going to be getting some science here. Let's grow what needs to be grown. So for Geb2, we can just pick whatever's here. Jeannette, I wonder if it's going to make us grow all of our towns. So there's actually pearls here that we will grab. Katana is in need of happiness. Katana will also be a city. So let's grab this tile. It has 2 growth actually. So we'll grab both of those. We're just gonna be like an insane amount of growth. I forget what we even picked up that's allowing for this. Let's grab these, or that tile. I thought it was gonna let us grab 2 there. Okay, so looks like happiness is the answer here. And Akhenaten, there's no food with happiness. So this production, nice production over here too. Let's grab that. Agilis, I think we're gonna grab the fish. Orid, we're gonna, let's see, is there any resource that we're missing? I don't think so. Mountainous tundra. There's actually a 4 production tile here with 3 happiness. I'm not sure, because the thing is this 4 production is only gonna be 1 gold. So I think we take the growth here. And does it matter which one we pick? Probably not. Okay, Bedet, we're gonna go for happiness. Athenai, this is gonna be a city, so we kind of want production here. Nekeb, these are all the same it looks like. So we'll just grab this one for our border. Okay, Drastar will be happiness. Seems like the play there. And then Kahalui, looks like we're just gonna be going for growth here. Let's grab that one. Saba. Okay, will Saba be a city? I'm not sure if I'll make Saba a city or not, but there are a bunch of resources here that we should probably grab. So the limestone is interesting. In this case, what I think we want to do is grab this tile, and we can grab the limestone when it grows again. Okay, so for Berlin, I think we're going to grab some of these mountain tiles so that we can get more happiness. Happiness might not actually be an issue. However, I'm not really sure where we want to throw specialists just yet. So it's because these are kind of all the same. The happiness is what's really gonna ruin us. So if we end up having a little bit excess happiness, I think that's probably the better position to be in. So we'll grab this tile. We have to grab 2. Wait. Oh, but the yields just didn't refresh. I was like, what happened? Yeah, let's grab both of those. Interesting that didn't make the sound, like the crashing sound when we got those there. This is definitely going to be a happiness play in Jedet. So let's grab that. I think this is going to end up being an urban district. So we're actually, I guess technically this is the play for now until we build over it. Okay, Neapolis actually has room for a ton of production, but we will grab this tile for now. Carvuna looks like this is going to be a fish play. Could use the happiness, but I think we need to just grab resources. No, I think we're going to grab the happiness. Oh, we have to grab 2 actually. So it looks like it's going to be 2 happiness. I think we kind of need to just until we can confirm that we're going to have excess happiness at some point. Kailua, I think will definitely be a fish play. And then Mesa Verde. Looks like Mesa Verde only has 2 tiles to pick from, which is fine. Actually has positive happiness. So we'll just grab that because that's the better tile. And then Ostia. So Ostia needs happiness. There's a lot of production tiles here. We can't actually make it to the clams. There's only there's 2 decent tiles here. So let's just grab one of those for the happiness. Hastings looks like all these are the same. So let's grab that one, push the border out a little bit. Okay, Olympia. So Olympia is negative happiness. It does have a 5 production tile here. It does have 3 happiness over here as well. I think happiness is the play, as much as I want to grab these 5 production tiles. Happiness is just going to ruin, because this is minus 50% yields right now, so that's just going to ruin any sort of production that we have going on there. Cow has all the same tiles, except for this actually has 1 production on it, so grab that one. Man, all this growth, it's so crazy. I wish I could remember what we grabbed to make this possible. Like what allows you to get growth at the beginning of the age. Because I think this happened in exploration too. I'm really liking this 2 science style. 2 science, 2 production, 5 happiness. Same here, these 2 tiles. I'm thinking we grab those. Okay, Wailuku. Wailuku looks like we're going to grab one of these fishing tiles that has production on it. So we're not going to be able to get that fish, and there's no other resource to grab. No, that's too far. So let's just grab that. Axum. Looks like this is the happiness play, and it's a mountain tile, so we just keep it. Oh, it lets us get both. And we can't get specialists here unless we convert it to a city, which we could, because we're going to. So Axum will absolutely be a city. So let's take a look at this again. I don't think any specialists are going to be like really amazing until we start getting some other structures down. So we can put them here and then just build over those science buildings. I think either tile is fine. So I'll just put that there. Parsa. I'm interested in making Parsa a city. So let's actually do this now, since we're getting into the bigger settlements that we're going to want to make into cities. So Preslav will be a city. It won't let me convert it right now. It'll let me, oh wait, Preslav's already a city because it was our old capital. That is right. Okay, so Jedet will be a city. Katana will be a city. Costs a little bit more to convert. That's okay. We want to be careful because of our income. I'm looking at that right now. Okay, we don't have enough for Carvuna, unfortunately, which means we won't have enough for Parsa either, probably. Parsa, what do you look like? Yeah, a little expensive. Same for you. So what do we have as cities? Now we have Axum and then almost all of our cities in the homelands except for Carvuna. Okay, well that's not too bad. Parsa, I guess you're just going to grab a fishing tile for now. That's just the way it goes, I guess. Okay, this is the city that we got from Ashoka, so I think we're going to grab that happiness tile. And this, I don't know if that one should be a city. Maybe Parsa shouldn't even be a city either because it's not really connected to the end. Well, I guess it could be via the coast, but yeah, not entirely sure. Okay, so hang on a second. Let's set up our policies next. So a lot of our stuff is obsolete now, unfortunately. I guess we take this. All of our towns and stuff, do we want to specialize them yet? Because the crazy thing here is this city park takes 30 turns to build because we're only getting 11 production now because we have minus 80% due to unhappiness, which is pretty insane. But I mean, that's what we got for warmongering all of the last age. So I'm kind of wondering what, I guess we can set up these resources too, because they should give us some happiness. I'm wondering how we had everything set up in our empire last age so that we weren't dealing with an insane amount of unhappiness. I did not mean to click that. Is there a mass unassigned button yet? Doesn't look like it. So let's just unassign everything, and we'll go through these and do this first, and then we'll kind of see what we're dealing with after that. So I've gone ahead and assigned all the resources. Basically what I did is I prioritized happiness in the cities because the production and literally everything in the cities was really suffering due to the sheer amount of unhappiness we have right now until we can get some happiness buildings built. So we did that, and then starting from, so because like all the, so that's what's going on with all the cities. For the towns, what I did was I sorted here by which has the most happiness, and then just kind of went, assigned the production, which I know will be converted to gold, but I think it's still getting more value than in the cities where they have like between negative 60 and 80% yields. So the production is going to the towns with the least amount of unhappiness. And then as we get more and more unhappy, I started putting the less valuable resources in them. So like eventually it just ends up being like the fish. So that's kind of how I reasoned this. We will change them around after we kind of get more established here. So let's see. As far as our policies go, yeah, I'm not even sure. Well, in Preslav now, the city park only takes 14 turns, which is much better. Where is that 12 happiness one? Does it build over the temple? It does. So we lose 3 there, but that is still by far the best spot to put it. So we will absolutely do that. So that's where that will go. We have promotions with all of our commanders, it seems. So this commander will stay here in Atheni. This commander, actually I can't tell which is which. Okay, so this commander is already a city commander. So we're gonna give him recruitment, and then we're gonna move him somewhere. Axum has a commander here, which is a recruitment commander, or a city commander. So this guy is actually good here. We'll have this commander move over to Kaloa. Where's the city hall on Kaloa? Right here. Yeah, so we'll have him move over there, because that's the next best candidate for a city here, I think. Did we make Axum a city? We did. Yeah, I think Kaloa is the next best candidate for a city over here. These other towns are pretty good, but they're not the same. Oh, our fleet commanders. Very cool. Okay, so for this one, I think we're gonna get the other side of bombardment. Yeah, because it gives us that range. We're gonna get the other side of bombardment for this commander. For sure. Okay, naval artillery for this one. This one, we're gonna get naval artillery. We might not get second armament, but naval artillery will definitely be really good. Then we'll probably get charts after that. This commander is gonna get fusillade, and then he's gonna get merit, which is awesome. All the commander promotions, all the growth. It's so crazy. Okay, this one's gonna be, we're actually gonna get shelling, because I think we're gonna get these 3 first, then we'll get naval artillery, and then we'll probably get these 3 here. Okay, then all of our other commanders get promotions as well, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so I think Pathfinder is really good here. Yeah, we're gonna go Pathfinder, and then you will grab advancement, and then merit. Okay, this commander, he's actually got 2 points here. So he's got recruitment and zeal already, so we're gonna get steadfast. Oh no, I was looking at his level. He only had 1 point. That's okay though. Then you, so you're a defensive commander, level 4 already though. That's kind of crazy. So resolute, and then order. And I actually want you, oh, you have units packed in you though, which is not ideal. Actually, I mean, you can stay Katana if we have a defensive commander up here, which you are not a defensive commander, so you can grab probably route. But you are a defensive commander, so you can grab steadfast next. Okay, this commander is also defensive, so steadfast is good. Okay, and then the commander in Axum, oh yeah, because we already gave him his promotion. So he should be good to just stay on alert, actually. So we don't have to worry about moving him. I think we did this commander already as well. We did. You will get route. Perfect. And then next, all the commanders. We have so many commanders. Defilade. This one I think we already did. Okay, Carvuna. So we're actually going to grab Steadfast on you first. Maybe, actually, let's grab recruitment first. Okay, commanders are done. Let's take a look at what we can do in terms of science. So I'm a fan of going academics first and then going for Oxford University. I think we're going to try that again here. All right, so what I'm looking at in terms of civics, I want to get these Prussian civics. So maybe not those, these initial ones here, because that's a decent amount of production. and the 188 science is pretty insane. However, we do want to get political theory so we can get our ideology. This is going to give us a lot of gold and happiness if we get living standards. So we're going to go for modernization first, and then we'll get the rest of these, get political theory, and then hop over and get these 2 Prussian civics, or the civic and the master here. Okay, so in terms of our policies, I guess we're going to want to do... So we're definitely going to want this. We're definitely going to be doing war stuff. We can get the pillaging bonus. So receive production in all cities when pillaging. So we're probably going to want this. Stratagems could also be good. Latinitas is also going to be good for us because we're going to be specializing a bunch of our towns. Actually, before we do that, let's take a look at 70. You're going to be a city though if you're not already. Are you? Oh no, because you're expensive, but you will be a city. So let's take a look at Drestar, for instance, 20 turns. So like we should probably make this a fishing town. Could also make it a hub town actually. I wonder if Catherine will help us out at all. Military aid is actually very useful, but will she give us farmer's market? Okay. Okay, so that's actually really useful. That'll also give us a little bit more feedback into what our towns are looking like. 23 turns, 38 turns on Neapolis. So I think we're actually just going to specialize these because I'm having a hard time justifying keeping them the way that they are right now. So this should be a farming town. Ohrid was a hub town before, but now only has 14 influence per turn. So Ohrid I think we're going to let grow for now. Mennefer, 33 food. Yeah, let's specialize you. Wait, what was your hub town bonus? 18. So let's specialize you. Geb 2 is probably the same. And then we have Akatan, which should certainly be a fishing town. 27. Okay. And then Nekeb, 42 food. That's amazing. Okay, and then Badet is an interesting one. So 16 pop, 26 turns. Man, I thought it was going to be closer to mining, but like, I guess it's not. Fishing town it is then. Okay, and as we're specializing these two, our negative gold is also going down, which is really nice. It's actually kind of insane how Tecumseh has kept so much culture per turn. Now this one should be, oh, interesting. So we can actually go for a hub town here. 21 food is kind of okay. Yeah, I'm really tempted to make this a hub town. Let's hold off on that for the time being. Drestar. So factory towns are kind of interesting too, but so 100% gold toward, like, I feel like that's such a niche thing when my fishing mining hub all provides benefit over the entire course of the age. So Neapolis, we're gonna make a farming town. I just feel like all of our towns just have so much food. So Ohrid, I kind of want to let Ohrid grow for now. Also, I think a lot of the reason that our towns look like they need to be specialized so early in the age is because of there's so much unhappiness. Like that's why they're taking like 20 turns to do anything. So that's why I'm specializing them now. Typically I wouldn't want to because I don't like specializing so early in the age. But when it comes to like this, it just makes a lot more sense to me. Oh wait, you're only 11. I kind of want to let all of you grow, to be completely fair. Yeah, I'm going to leave Wailuku alone for now. Hastings also. Hastings is only 9. Yeah, these, honestly, I'll let you be as well. I mean, you're specialized, but you'll grow. You actually only have a few more tiles to grow too. That's okay. Those I'll leave be. Agilis. So we could make Agilis a hub town. 18 influence per turn. That is pretty good. And the reason I'm looking at hub towns is because that'll give us influence for more interactions, especially if we're kind of like getting caught stealing technology or anything like that. Also, it'll allow us to set up more trade routes, which means more factory resources if that's something we want to do. Although if I make it a farming or fishing town, all the food goes to, well, actually it doesn't even make that much food. Oh yeah, so actually this should definitely be a hub town. I mean, it could grow into the fishing tiles, but we're just gonna make it a hub town for now. Saba, on the other hand, has much more fishing potential. Also has decent hub potential as well. Okay, La Hyena should be an easy one. That should definitely be a fishing town. Yeah, Saba, I think we're going to make a fishing town because ultimately it's going to be really good for that. Mesa Verde doesn't really have a lot going for it. It could make it an urban center. It has 1 quarter though, which is not amazing. So I think this should be a hub town as well. Okay, Olympia looks like it might actually be our first mining town. As crazy as that is, 1 quarter as well. Only 6 food, but we get 18 production. So I think we're actually going to go for the mining town here. Okay, and then Kaloa. So the thing about the hub towns is that ultimately what do we spend the influence on unless we grab like some independent powers as well, which I mean technically we could. So maybe Kaloa should be a hub town. It's got okay food. Ultimately we want to make it a city. So perhaps we'll make it a hub town for now. Because like the food isn't bad here. Oh yeah, okay, so now this is much better. So let's grab that. Let's grab that. And then we'll grab, so this is the food, but we're not Bulgaria anymore. So it's just, this is literally just healing now. So we'll grab false retreat. And I think that looks good. Okay, those are our policies. Is there anything else, anywhere else that we didn't specialize yet that we want to? Drastar and Orid. Okay, Orid I would like to grow a little bit if possible. And then Drastar, I think I'm going to make it a hub town. 18 food, 15 mining. It does have all these fishing tiles I can grab though. We do have a lot of farming stuff over here though. I feel like the influence is worth more. So let's grab that. We'll try that this time. I usually don't make, in my previous games I haven't made that many hub towns. So we'll try it this time. Okay, so let's take a look at this production here. So Berlin needs happiness. 12 happiness. Where can we put this? We can literally put it on top of our temple, just like the other area, but it does give us +9. So we'll absolutely place that there. And we have production in Axum. We can get an 8 happiness park, which I feel like we just need to do it. 36 turns. Man, well, where is that? Where is the 8 happiness town? Over here. It's over the temple though. If I build the 6 happiness town, we actually lose 3 production, 3 influence though. If I build this here, we lose 3 culture. I think we'll build it over the temple. I kind of want to keep the culture, but we're losing yields. That's the only problem, right? I think we're ultimately going to want it here. Yeah, because then we can put another culture building over here because these are obsolete. And this is actually building over the culture building and leaving the happiness building for now. So let's do that. That looks good to me. Jadets also needs happiness. I'd much rather be building grocers, but we really need these city parks up. So there are 2 places we can build for 6 happiness. This is also building over culture. I think that's okay for now because those buildings are obsolete anyway. We have a lot more options for building over here in Katana. So we could go for the city park, which is 31 turns, which would give us 10% of our yields back once we build it. I feel like we do this. We just need to go to war and start pumping back some of that production from pillaging. I think that's what we need to do. So let's throw this down here. 31 long turns. Okay. So you're going to go on alert here. You can actually just hang out and defend. That is fine. I think that cannon as well. All right, how do we want to organize our military? Okay, so this is our level 10 commander. We're going to go to war with Tecumseh. So I think we start moving our commanders that way. So you are packed. You are packed as well. You are packed. You are not. So how would we like to organize our military? What do we want to stay where? This, you can absolutely hop into that commander. And then, kind of want the infantry to come over, and then the cannons can stay. Cannon can go on alert here. This cannon's going to hop into that city. You can stay on alert. You will move over, because at the end of the day, we're not going to need all these units over here. So you'll move over. You can alert. You will move down. You will move up and alert. As for our navy, I mean, a lot of his coastal stuff's on the other side, and none of our navy is over here. All of our navy's over here, which is a little funny, but not really funny. That being said, actually, let's move you guys out while we're looking at you. Okay, perfect. Move all these units out. Make you go on alert. That all looks great. Let's... Okay, so how do we want to do this? You, I guess, might as well just hop into the water. You might as well... Actually, we have this here that we can just grab. Oh, our navy's right here, so we can just grab that with the navy. Let's have you go in the water. Let's have you move on to the city. Okay, and then let's have you move out. You move... Ooh, do not do that. Can we get open borders with you? Alright, well, I guess these units are just kind of trapped over here. That's okay. You're also not specialized. You're also not linked to anything, so I guess you might as well just grow. Same with Prussia. It's not... Is it not connected? Connections to 2 growing settlements, but nothing else. Yeah, we just let you grow for now, I think. I think that is the play. Okay, so that's all of these units accounted for, except for you. So have you moved down. This fleet commander does have units, so let's move you out. And then you have units here, so we're actually going to come over here and denounce you. We barely need to. It's a shame to have to spend the influence like that. It's okay. So let's move you up. Let's move you up one more. And then we'll have you wait, because this should be very easy to just grab. We will need to send all of our navy, I guess, around the top makes the most sense. You still have movement there. My fleet commanders have so much movement. They did not have that much movement in the exploration age, that's for sure. Okay, who else needs to be moved? I have a feeling we're going to be fighting Pachacuti as well. So I'm a little apprehensive to move all of our troops across. So I think you alert, you move over, we'll move you there. You can start swimming. Cannon moves up. Same here. Cannon. This actually already has a cannon. You are packed. Are you a defensive commander? Probably. Seems to be the trend. All of our commanders are overseas, actually, which is not ideal at all, really. What do we do about this? What do we do about this? And this doesn't even have a cannon. Oh yeah, you do. Okay. So you go into the water. You can start moving over that way. Do we use these commanders? I don't think we do. I mean, you're kind of a combat commander. I kind of want you to stay in the settlement. And we'll just use our one combat commander, I guess. So which one are you? Which one is the one that's, of course, the one that's packed is not the combat one. You are. So let's unload. Well, I guess you're not moving, so you can just, can we click the right unit? That is the challenge here. Let's deploy everybody. We'll all need to put them all on that other commander next turn. Neapolis, you do not need that guy. Your cannon will stay here with you. I wonder if there's a policy we can get for garrisoned units. That would be really sick in this case, because we have so many units, and I'm actually wondering if we even need to keep all of them garrisoned here, because we can probably just, like, do we really, like, we have so much military. Actually, you are you are. Darn, I was hoping you weren't. That's okay though. But you don't need all this military, so we're actually just going to deploy you. I know I could probably be more efficient about that, but I'm just being really lazy with the units right now. And you're alerting. Yeah, I just want to get the units moved across here, because we just have so many. And just to confirm, are you a garrison commander? You are. Alright, we're just going to deploy all of you as well. Yeah, because I think the thing was we prepared to have all these units at the end of the age last in the exploration age, so that we didn't lose any units, and now we just have so many units, and we actually have so many. Man, that's because our production's so low, but it takes 6,000 or almost 7,000 gold for an army commander. I'm wondering if maybe we can just move up some of our other commanders. I don't know if we should though, because we do want the yield. I'm not really sure. You're gonna wait because we need to load up guys into you. This cannon is extra. I mean, maybe this will change a little bit once we, well, I mean, I guess you move and then you stay, and then you are a defensive commander. So you hang out. The thing is, I mean, you're technically not a defensive commander, so I kind of want you to move out. And then do we have an extra commander somewhere? Berlin has one, Breslov has one, Katana has one. I feel like we're missing a defensive, there's a town here. I feel like we're missing a defensive commander that we had last time. Where would it be? It's in Atheni. I see. Okay, well, I don't want this commander to be here. I want this commander to be in Jedet. How can I get you over here? In 14 turns, you can get over here. So let's have you do that. Okay, I think that is a little bit better. And you... I mean, I guess you have to move for now. Okay, we did it. We made it to the end of the first turn. Man. All right, we have so much military. The music kind of suits this march that we have going on here. Okay, I think that all looks good. I think everything is in order. So let's end the first turn. Why did it highlight this guy? Okay, so there is an independent state here. 510 influence. Okay, so we can go to war with Tecumseh now. We probably want some of our navy to come down to defend. I'm not really sure, actually. Are you allied with anybody yet? Because I know you guys like to just ally really quickly. Okay, you're unfriendly with them, you're friendly with Napoleon, you're neutral with them, so you're probably fine to go to war with. Let's choose our government. So, I don't know how often we're going to be getting celebrations. 30% production toward military, that's only if we lose any. We're very good at keeping our military alive. Could choose elective republic. I think that's what we're going to do. Do like the combat strength, but we're going to go with that. Okay, is it time for the march? I think it is. Let's see if we can get... We can't get military aid yet. I'm not sure we need it to go to war. Our military power is 6,300 now. At the start of the last turn, it was like 3,000, wasn't it? Okay, well, I guess that just goes to show how militarily focused we've been. Okay, so let's go to war with Tecumseh. So we get 4 war support for them. They get 1. I think so. We could position better. Do we care? We're very close. Like, we'll be there in a few turns, and this is his main civilization. These walls look horrendous, I must say. Like, we'll be able to snag this city, or that town really easily. I mean, we can just smash the coast if we really wanted to. I don't know if we want to, though. I don't know how many people we want to go to war with at the same time. So let's do this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we are already at war, turn 2. That is amazing. Ship of the line. All the ships of the line. It's a little framey when these units get deployed. I'm wondering if it's because we have so many units on the map. All right, so how much damage do you... Oh my goodness. All right. Pillaging like this doesn't really give us anything, except for health. Oh yeah, I love the sound effects for the ship of the line. That's so cool. Okay, we'll take it. We will take it. We get resources. Resources are good. Where are you? So you're not connected. You have minus 20 happiness. We could connect to you because we can buy a building for free. We can also just throw in a grocer for free on this tile. We probably want to do that. No, we can throw it down here though. What are we building over? Over the temple. Why is it making us build over the temple if there's no other building here? That's wrong, right? Or can you only... Am I misremembering? Can you only put 1 building in the city hall? City hall, brickyard, ancient walls. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know why I was thinking that you could put more than 1. Well, I guess the temple's obsolete anyway. I'll just put the grocer down. It's way expensive. And then repairing, do we have to repair anything? No, but we can connect you to the empire. I feel like that's probably a good thing to do. And then we can give you some resources, because now you're connected. If you don't have any already, you do not. You can only get fish, so there you go. You can actually just hop back into this commander, and then I'll move the commander up, and then just have him wait. Okay, so I feel like I'm able to zoom out a lot more now. Interesting, very interesting. Let's move you up, and then the rest of our fleets, how do we want to position them? So these units, I kind of want to stay over here, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because they're pretty much alone. So we're going to actually leave these units to chill. These units will move over this way, because that is where they're going. That is their destiny. Cannon moves in and alerts. In terms of our navy, it depends, really. Are we going to be fighting anybody over here? Because if we are, then it makes a difference. If we're not, then it doesn't. I feel like we should leave some boats over here. I think we will leave some, and the rest we will not. The rest are going to come sweep Tecumseh's northern border. Are you this cannon? You are, so you'll chill here. We do want to save up some gold to be able to convert our stuff to cities as well. 195 for military aid from you. We'll be able to grab that soon. Okay, so this cannon is actually coming here to just defend. I'm always afraid of this button because previously in other games it's skipped my turns, which has not been nice. Okay, we're moving these commanders up cautiously in case we slam into one of his armies, which we do not want to have happen. At least not unintentionally. You are waiting, so let's make sure that you're waiting. These units can move out. You should be waiting already, but I'm not sure if you are. You move out. You're moving out as well as you. Interesting pathing there. Who is left? You, sir. Do we want you to come up this way? We might want you to come over to Carvona, actually. I think that's what we want you to do, because then Carvona has a little bit more support. since it's an island, well, soon to be city, hopefully. Okay, you're moving over. You're moving over as well. I think that's a good way to position our troops there. Okay, you're moving up. You're moving up. Oh, I should probably just put you in that commander. That's okay. Jeez, we have so much military. So we actually have so many units, and we do not have enough commanders to be able to have all the defensive commanders that we have for the yields, and then like make use of all the bonuses as well. So like ultimately we would want to have 4 units per commander and make good use of that. However, we're not able to do that because we have too many units and we can't afford to get more commanders. That's crazy, man. When we first played as Xerxes, I thought that was a big army. This is just absolutely nuts. We might just go to war with like Pachacuti just for the fun of it, as long as we can maintain. Oh, I forgot we wanted to actually. Are you the commander that we want? No, you are. I forgot we wanted to load this commander up here. That's okay. Yeah, because I mean technically we don't need the commanders in the cities, but I mean they are giving a 5% yield, which is nice, especially with all the negative unhappiness. So I kind of want them in there. Yep, you go on alert. Nice. We need some more rubber and stuff like that. Okay, you can go on alert in Prussia. We did it. We moved everything. Amazing. Okay, let's see if anything appears on the front here. I'm wondering what kind of military he has available to him. Okay, looks like all we have to do is move units around, which isn't bad. His fleet is moving out. Could technically go to war with him as well. Is he allied with anybody? He is friendly with Catherine, which is kind of annoying because that might be something that becomes an alliance later, and that would be really annoying for us. Napoleon seems to be okay with us for now. If you here, if you here. I mean, we could. He won't be able to do much, I don't think. But we are right up in his home territory, so maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe it's better to just be defensive for now. We'll sit here while this heals up a little bit, just in case, because he was not very nice to us. Yeah, we'll leave that fleet up there for now. That commander's already moving somewhere. He's got somewhere to be. You, sir, can hop into this commander. You're on your way up. Okay. You have, like, no movement, which is kind of crazy because I don't think you have maneuver. That's okay, though. Let's have you move up here. You can just pick up these guys. Yeah, like, I would love to go to war with Ashoka, but I'm afraid we're going to lose this town here. And I don't want to lose towns if we can help it. So, yeah. And I'm sure we can throttle him. But we do only have a fraction of our forces over here too. So yeah, I don't really want to risk it if we don't have to. Or do we? Because if I go to war with him, then I don't have to worry about having this navy down here. If I can get around here to this settlement, let's actually take a look. We won't declare war yet, but we're gonna see what's possible. Okay, you go on alert. Okay, and then this navy is moving across the ocean here to get to Tecumseh. And now we need to be careful. So we can actually take this with our fleet here. And now we're going to want to deploy our boats because we don't want to be caught with just our fleet commander because that would be really tragic. So if we move up here, we can't bombard it yet, but we actually can't bombard it from there either. Interesting. You don't have spotter either. Could pillage this. So our policies. Receive production also is when pillaging buildings equal to 50% of their yield. So like if I pillage this, I want to see, where's our cities? I want to see if this gives us production. Oh, because we need to click it. So 23 turns left. And if I click this, it doesn't look like that gave us any production. So like the coastal pillaging and stuff doesn't seem to work the same way. It did give us a bit of gold though. Man, all these troops. This is so crazy. So insane. Okay, so let's start moving. And we could just go to war with everybody, I feel like. We have so much military power, but let's at least position properly. These mountains are actually very defensible. It's kind of nice having them there, even though we haven't had to use them. Can I please put you in this commander? Thank you. Okay, you can land there. Perfect. You're already on your way. Who else has to move? Okay, so let's have you move here. Ben Franklin's got some troops here, which are not a threat to us. So you move here. We just don't want our commanders to get sniped. That's the only thing. So I think we can drop a cavalry unit here and then have you move up. You fortify. And do you have a cavalry unit? You do. Man, it is a little bit laggy when these units pop out of the commanders. You fortify as well. So we'll just kind of move up. We'll play it safe because we do have we have plenty of time, right? And I mean, at the end of the day, we're looking at our victory conditions, and we only get 1 point per settlement that we capture. So, oh my gosh, look at this. Look at all these units. Like, what is this? Spend half the time just moving units around. I mean, I think we have to go to war. Can we denounce you? We do want military aid, actually. Let's get military aid first from Catherine. Will you be our friend? Perfect. You accepted this? Oh, she didn't support it though. Supporting it gives us a little bit more. Okay, so that's actually big. And then we can denounce you next turn. Okay. I mean, so like I know I can probably just direct them where to go up here, but I'm not really sure where. I mean, they can just kind of walk. They can just walk. They're going in this general area because like I want to kind of move them along. I don't want them to go in the water though. I can help it. But yeah, I just kind of I like to direct them sometimes when there's like no clear, not for them to go, like no clear destination. But in this case, like I'm kind of tired of going over each unit and like moving it like this. Wait, you have a path now. Okay, who's left? Field cannon. Okay, you need to come up this way. We're just gonna have like a pile of units over here. Okay, we did it. Amazing. Oh, okay, so this icon, I was wondering what this icon was. This icon actually tells you the connected settlements. That's actually really cool. And this is a mod also. I forget which mod it is. That is super helpful. So you can see where all the food yields are coming from the different towns. Very cool. We'll see if we get attacked anywhere. I don't think we would at this rate. So we can denounce you because you're the other big threat right now. Yeah, you are the other big threat. And if we can knock you down a little bit, where is denounce? Oh, you can only denounce one person at a time. And I'm at war with him. I can't cancel. Well, that should cancel when you go to war. All right. So if you move up that way, it's just the never-ending troop movements. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. We're gonna carefully move forward. Oof. Okay. Well, good thing we were carefully moving forward. Now we're gonna deploy a field cannon here, very laggily, and then this is a ranged unit, so we actually can't do a ranged attack on him. Okay, so we're not gonna do a ranged attack on him. We're gonna deploy an infantry unit there and slam him potentially. Man, I am really used to being able to pillage. You can pillage these for health. That's kind of crazy. Can you fire on anything? You actually can't even fire on anything. All right, so our commander is going to be out of movement if we move him up one more. And this is actually, you can't actually get any more units over here. So let's take our cannon. We'll pop him in to this commander. We'll lag a bit because the commanders are so laggy right now. I don't know why it's lagging so much. And you can't shoot from there either. All right, we're going to hop into this commander. You're going to chill then. And we're going to move you up then. And then you could walk around this way. Think there's a point. So we're just going to have you move up. You can actually move up really far. And then we'll actually deposit a unit here. And then we're going to have you, so you can pillage. That's only for health. Could have you slam. I don't think we're going to, but we will have our commander fortify here, and then you will fortify in the forward position. Okay. This commander needs to like get up here. And then you are just missing one guy. Can we actually have you hop in? Because you need a ranged unit. That would be good. And then you can just go into Olympia and alert. And then you can start making your way over. Same with you. We'll just have all you guys kind of go to the same spot, same region. Okay. Yeah, he does have a decent amount of troops over here, but we should be okay. Because we definitely do have the better commanders. And he doesn't have any sort of modern defenses yet. So we do have that going for us. Plus we do have our navy up here. So let's move you down. And then you can shoot. Okay. Could have you shoot this unit, actually. That's a ton of damage. I prefer... so we're not going to be able to get in range to do a what's it called? The coordinated attack. So we're going to move you up just so you're in range for everybody. And then we're going to shoot. We could shoot you, actually, which we probably should. You did actually 50 damage. Darn. Because we should have just shot that guy. Now he gets to live. Okay. So the rest of our navy is going to come right across because there's no threats over here. Yeah, all of you are going to come up here and get ready for the next war declaration. Yeah, so this is going to be all the units that I didn't give a direction to. Make sure you have some units coming over this side too. You, I guess, go there, but fortify. Let's have you approach and then fortify here for now. since we can't declare war for a while. This commander, I kind of want on this side. So let's get you over there. I mean, the truth of all this is that some of these units they're just not going to be in a command radius because there's just too many. Oops, let's have you come up this way. Don't want them to spread too far apart because they can always just reinforce each other. But if they spread too thin, then that's when we'll start taking casualties. Because we've got to remember that we do have a lot of units, but that doesn't mean that they're invincible, which we use so many units over here. It's silly. You're moving up this way. You're going on alert. Oh, that's everything. Okay, we're getting better. We're getting better at moving the units around, so that's good. So let's see what Tecumseh does over here. He should attack something, I would imagine. Okay, so he does hit our unit that's fortified. Ooh, we have so much more combat strength than him. Okay, this is huge. This is absolutely huge. We have modernization, so we can get plus 104 gold per turn and plus 85 happiness, and I believe this is in our cities because it's reducing building maintenance. So in this case, 1 production on urban districts in your capital. This applies to all of our cities. We're going to keep false retreat in place. We're going to remove Princeps Cavitatis, and then we're going to add living standards because this is 44 gold worth of production. This is 104 gold. It is definitely better, plus the happiness that we get across our civilization is just too good. So that should update, hopefully. And we should see better stuff, hopefully. I hope. I didn't see this update, so I'm hoping that it applied. And it's just taking a little bit of time. We do have a narrative choice really quickly here. So, build a lab, improve a quinine resource. This gives us 1 culture, 3 science on the lab. So we definitely want this one, for sure. Our civics now. That's an interesting one. That's actually really decent. This one's not as decent, and I don't care as much about it. We do want the ideology, though. 190 science. Yeah, we do want our ideology, because that's going to allow us to get our victory conditions that much faster. So let's go social question next. That gives us a policy slot as well, which is pretty important. Okay, move up. Fortify. Okay, so we can slam this. You can pillage. I would like to make use of this cannon. So let's plop you there. Could have you slam that. We'd probably want you to slam the district, but we'd also like to make use of the cannon. I don't think we're going to be able to right now, unless I put it on this tile, which is unfortunate. So we're going to have you slam. You should get a little bit of health back as well. We're going to have you slam. And you could pillage. I'm going to move the commander over a tile, and we will have you pillage then, just to get that little bit of health up. Let's have you move up and into the commander. How much movement do you have left? You only have 1 movement. Okay. Man, clicking on the commander is actually being really laggy right now. I'm not liking it. We could have you slam. I think we will. Oh no, you have a unit right there. So we could have you pillage. That's going to take your movement. So let's actually have you hop into the commander. We'll have a fresh infantry come out and you slam. And do we kill him? We do not. And then that's fine, because now we could heal. We can pillage this. I'm not sure why it doesn't let us heal. We are actually going to move this commander up now. So once we clear this unit, we can move the commander out and do some more stuff with him here. So now you both need to get over this way. So you move up there. I don't think Ben Franklin's going to want to fight us. He's probably okay with us. Oh, he picked America. I think that suits him. What did we, oh yeah, we got attacked by. Ah, interesting. So he's got some units up here now. So let's move you over. We can fire on you. Move the fleet commander down. So we could slam the city, but I think we slam those guys instead. So you can't actually hit this unit, but you can hit this unit. We can't kill it though. Darn, that's a shame. Fleet commander will barrage this target. Perfect, and we got a promotion. Awesome. Ooh, spotter? Yes, please. That is amazing. Okay, move the rest of our navy up this way. And then this navy moving up here. Can we... oh no, how many turns do we have left on this? 6. Okay. Okay, so that's actually the rest of this turn, since we plotted the movement of all of our troops after... I should have just did that from the beginning. Let's see what he does, what Tecumseh does over here. Or do we have something to move? We do. Alright, cannon, make your way up there. I want to see if Tecumseh does anything over here. He probably attacks with this unit. He did slam us. Are we fortified here? Maybe we're not fortified there. Okay, we got a promotion. Nice. Let's see what you got. So we can grab Resolute. That's huge. We can grab Order. Perfect. This puts us in a really good position now because we can actually pillage this, which is amazing. And then you can drop this Curios. How do you say this? Ooh, look at that. Oh yeah, I do not know how to say that. This cavalry unit, we can just fortify you right there. That is awesome. So we can, we can focus Atheni. Didn't we? Oh, it's getting hit by a hurricane. That is unfortunate. I think we looked into specialing Atheni already, and we determined that we were just going to leave it for now because, well, I mean, we could make it a hub town. We do want to repair all this stuff. Okay, that's at 500. That costs way more than 500 to repair all that. So a little annoying, I will say. What do we want you to be? I don't think we want this to be a hub town. We have 156 influence per turn right now. So I think we make it a mining town. I don't think hub town is the call because, like, I always find myself having a hard time spending a lot of influence. But maybe, you know what? Let's go for it. Maybe we can make that work. Because I know there are some city-states around here that we can actually grab. So like there's this one here that we can befriend. There's also this one over here that we can befriend as well. So maybe we should. This economic one really interests me. Is there an economic one that's closer to us? That's military. I feel like a crackling fire in the background. It's really weird. There's a cultural one. Yeah, the economic one really interests me. I think we're going to go for that. Try to look on the minimap to see if there's any more. There's one here, but we can't see what it is. If you move forward, can you see? No. If you move up. Oh, here's another economic one. And this one has factory resource. I think we're going to grab you first. Yeah, okay. So this is a good way to spend influence then. I usually don't focus on city-states, and I should probably. You can pillage us and heal. You can slam. This might be the... Wow, look at that lag. This might be a bad call, but we're going to deploy the cannon here. And we're going to... Can we fire on the... No, we can't fire on the district. We'll fire on this cavalry. And then what we're going to do is pack you. And then pack you. And then deploy you. Okay, we're going to try to deploy you. Because the game is being overloaded by our army, I'm pretty sure, has happened before. In the Xerxes game, I'm almost positive. Because we had a big army there too. So let's slam this cav unit. And then we move you up. Okay, excellent. And then these commanders need to move up as well. These mountains here are super defensible. It's kind of crazy that he had these here. Or he has these here. Okay, that's all good. Oh, he shot us. But now we have spotter, so we should be able to hit this unit. So actually, let's hit this unit. And then you can hit this unit. And then you can hit this unit. These ships do so much damage. Okay, I think those ships have that under control. I wanted to start deploying this navy here so we can start working on this larger city. Yeah, even though the fleet commanders are having an issue with all the troops. It's the troop interface that's making it laggy, unfortunately. All right, so you move up, and then we want to move each of these guys up one. So we're going to kind of be in range. You can actually move up again, fire on this guy, and get rid of him. You can move up, you can move up, you can move up. Okay, so now we can start taking out some of these districts. So that's a one shot. That's almost a one shot. Get rid of that one. Awesome. You are hanging out. You should heal. Heal that one lineman. You can fortify. You are already fortifying. I want you to move up. Okay, and this navy is going to find a way around here potentially. And if we can, we may go to war with Ashoka, but how much does a boat cost? Can we buy a boat? I think a boat costs more than we're willing to spend. Because we could leave this navy here. I think it's a poor use of our navy. So I think we're going to move it up. Yeah, I think that's a better use of it. Oh, actually, and then let's take a look. Can we buy? I can build a field cannon here. Actually, I don't think it's going to save us from a ship of the line though. So I mean, if we lose this one, we lose it. It's kind of whatever. Okay. So on that note, I think we're going to end this episode here. The next move, I think, is going to be to declare war on Pachacuti and start moving this vast army up into his territory while we're moving this other army, this vast army up into Tecumseh's territory. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of war. I am a little worried that Catherine is gonna take a different ideology than us. And that's going to just essentially send her to war with us too. We will cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, this is kind of the play. So, in any case, if you did enjoy this one, go ahead and hit that like button. Helps the channel out a ton. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.